Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome aboard. XP72 here, coming into you with another video that's long requested by the users of the channel and other people. And basically what we're going to be talking about today is wing views. And here we are. We're in LAX in the A320neo. And basically we're in the outside view right now, but this is the view that you guys want. Let's go ahead and jump inside real quick. So with one click of a button, I'm in the cockpit. I got the captain's view there, and we can also do this view, which you guys want. There you go, wing views, just that simple. I currently have 6 wing views set up, and as a matter of fact, I'll show you guys how I do that real quick. If you look at my keypad here on my keyboard, 0 for me is the captain view, 1 is the over the left shoulder view of the engines, that's behind the wing, by the window in the back. Come over to the right side here, we have that one, and we have another over the wing, and well, that was the right side, this is the left side. And this is simple how I do my views. For you guys familiar with X-Plane, this is exactly how we do it in X-Plane, where you can literally just push the number keypads and you get different views. Another view that I have is number 2, which is I call the GoPro view. And what I can literally do is create any view that I want and save it by holding down Control, number keypad, that's number 2. So go back to my main view, and if I hit 2 again, now that's saved. Look at that. That's how I save my views. So if I want to do this view all over again, I could just do Control 2, and now I've just go ahead and resave that view right here. So that's what we're going to be showing you guys how to do today. It is wing views, aka X-Plane 11 style. And this is, once you set this up, it's so simple to do, so great to do. I want to go ahead and show you guys exactly how we get this done. Couple of things that you guys need to know before we get this done and how this works. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, there are 3 cameras that are available to you. Let me bring them up here on the screen. These are the 3 cameras. You have the cockpit camera, you have the external camera, and you have the showcase camera, which controls the free camera, or aka drone view. You have the drone cam. The drone cam literally allows you to move around the cockpit, so for not around the cockpit, but exterior of the airplane, and do all kinds of different things. What we're going to be concentrating on today is the actual cockpit camera. That's where you get to get the wing views and save everything that you just saw me do. And there's a way to do this. And let's run through that right now. Let me go ahead and turn this off. The first thing that you're going to want to do is to set up your view system exactly how I have it right now. And what I had to do is go into the settings of the sim by going down to controls. And in the control settings, you want to go over to keyboard. And from keyboard, you want to go ahead and search to the all views. And then what I put in here is the camera. I'll just go ahead, camera, C-A-M-E-R-A, there it is. And what we're going to be working on is the cockpit camera. This is the one. So there's the drone cam, there's the fixed camera, but we're going to be doing the cockpit camera. Here it is right here. And what you're going to want to set, remember the setting right here. What you saw me do was do Control and a number on the number keypad to save the view. So right here it says save custom view. That's how you're going to want to do it. And you're going to tell the simulator, it's going to look different for you if you have not done this before. You're going to tell the cockpit camera that the way to save a view, to save a custom view, is to do right control keypad number 0 all the way up to number 9. So let me turn on the camera here so you guys can see. So basically, I'm telling it when I hit the control and any key on the number keypad, it's going to save that view for me. So look at the screen. You're going to want to go in and set this up that way where you have right control plus the num keypad, whatever corresponding number you want. That's how you're going to save custom camera 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you're also going to want to load those views by pressing the number keys associated with that. So what you're in essence doing when you set it up this way is telling the simulator to, 1, remember how I'm going to save it by right control any number and a number keypad, and the way I'm going to recall those views is by pressing that number on the number keypad, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So once you set up the cockpit camera this way with how to load the custom view and how to save the camera view, that's half the battle done in how to get the wing view set up. So let's go back to the simulator. Let's do that real quick. So here's my custom view 2, 3, and 1, and so forth and so on. And that's how I get wing views. So I can just quickly go through these without having to press any other key combination. This is my number 8 view, which shows the entire cockpit. I can always go back and resave this any way I want. Shift it over, do Control 8. That saves it. So if I go here and do 8, it goes right back to where I save it. So basically, you just told the simulator through the settings that when you do right control and hold down any number key on the number keypad, you're saving a view, and then you're recalling the view by pressing the different keys that you already saved it to. And that's how we do that. So that's going to be step 1 for you guys. You have to have the camera set up that way. Step 2 is a little bit more involved, where what you're going to be doing is actually going into the files from Microsoft Flight Simulator and changing one value. One value is what you're going to change. And once you change that one value, you're going to be able to go outside and customize these views on the outside of the airplane, not just in the cockpit. And the way to get to that, in my simulator, some people have a different setup. Mine is a little bit different. The Microsoft camera view locations in my simulator is as follows. All right, so now that you've seen how the camera system work with just pressing 1 key, 2 keys, 3 keys, any key you want to not only do inside views but outside views and wing views, we're going to go to the actual setup of what file you need to edit in order to get this done properly. And we're going to run through this real quick. I wrote it down here so you guys could see on the right side, and on the left side I'm going to go ahead and bring up a brand new folder here. Okay, so here we're going to run through it. My sim, the file I'm looking for is an Asobo A320neo, and it's the camera config file for that. So what you're going to do is users. So here we go. C drive, users. My username is Norm7. App data, local, packages. And then on the packages, it says Microsoft Flight Simulator and a bunch of numbers. Scroll down for that. I've seen some videos where this is in a different location, but this is where mine is. Anyway, we're looking for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Here it is. And then once you get there, we go local cache. And from local cache, you do sim objects, airplanes, Asobo A320neo, and that's where the camera config file is that we're going to be editing. That camera config file, I open mine with a notepad. You can open yours with notepad+++. So let's use +++ here. Once you bring this up, this is the config for all the cameras. There's camera title 0. There's camera title 1 and then 2, and so forth and so on. There's a bunch of cameras here. So we're going to change the first one. Camera title 0. What you want to change in this is scroll down to where it says initial XYZ, which is the XYZ axis of the camera position. Currently mine is set to well, it was set to 0 first. We're going to go ahead and set that to 5. So what's going to happen is for that camera 0, when I put 5, it should put me outside of the cockpit, and that's going to allow me to get out the cockpit to move around to set up my wing views. So we're going to change that value. If you have a value here already, just add 5 to it. I had a -5 to mine. There it is. We're going to go ahead and do File, Save, and then we're going to go back to the simulator itself. Now here's a quick shortcut. If you go to the simulator, you go to the General, and you scroll down all the way to Developers, and turn on the developer mode and go back and apply that. It allows you to reload the aircraft without reloading the simulator, which is much quicker. And once you're in the dev mode, you can go to Windows, Aircraft Selector, and your aircraft that you're loaded in, I'm in the Delta A320, it should be highlighted in yellow. If you don't see it here, you can always type it in. Actually, here it is. Mine's Delta. Once you highlight that, you just hit load. It will reload the aircraft for you. It takes a minute or, well, it takes a few seconds to reload. And then once it's reloaded, there it is. Aircraft is now reloaded. Good to go. It puts you outside the aircraft. Remember, my 0 position was in the aircraft on a pilot view. Let me put my cam on. There we go. Remember, my 0 was in the aircraft. Now it's outside the aircraft. That's my 2 position. That's my 3 position. That's my 1 position. But my 0 position, what we just changed, put me outside the airplane. This is a good thing. This is going to allow you to move around the outside of the airplane, which is what you want to do. And once you move around the outside of the airplane, you can now navigate to any wing view that you want and save that. There it is right there. All you have to do is navigate outside the aircraft and save that wing view. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I already have it saved as 1, but I'm going to go ahead and resave it as Control 1. So that's my first wing view saved. So let's go back to the cockpit itself. I want to do something here. I'm inside, I'm outside, because we changed the value on the camera config file. But let's go back inside. I want to come back to my pilot view now and save that pilot view how I like it, right there. Control 0. So now if I hit 0, I'm still inside. But I have that new wing view saved. Once you have this new wing view saved, now you are outside the aircraft still because it's a wing view. You can now move in and out the airplane and do all kinds of different things and go to each individual wing view and save that. There it is. That's how I save my wing views. I save that as number 4. Let's go ahead and go over here. Let me turn this camera off. You don't need to see that. Also, what I discovered is Microsoft have a just a window box for one window, but it gives you the sense of there's a cabin here. You can save that as a wing view by hitting the right control and any number and a number keypad. So I have that saved on my number keypad 4. And that's it. That's all you need to do is go and edit the camera config file. But my wing view is set. All my wing views are set. So now once you have a wing view set, you're outside the airplane. You could do anything you want. You can move around and set it on top of the cockpit. You can go all kinds of different ways with this. But it allows you to set your wing view now just by pushing your camera outside the cockpit and you're free to go. And that's how you do your wing views. So just to recap, a couple of things that we did. First of all, we went to controls. We went to the camera system. And we do the cockpit camera, and we change the cockpit camera assignment. So to save a custom camera view, we made it to do right control and any number on the number keypad. And then to recall that view, we do that number keypad. You have to go in and do each one individually and save that and change that. Once that's done, all you do is go to the config file. The camera config file, here's the path on my computer to get to that camera config file, and you open up said file here with a notepad or editor and change camera definition title 0 just by adding a number here, and that did it, just by adding 5 to whatever number on the initial XYZ. So that's how you get your wing views. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any other ideas, go ahead and drop them in the chat and share that with the community. So I hope this helps for you guys, man. So thank you very much for spending the last few minutes with this camera view setup system for Microsoft, and I hope this helps you guys. So we will see you guys on another video. Peace out. Take care. Later.